Hello, YouTube. Wow, I haven't been on here in forever. Well, I have some, interesting updates going on, so I wanted to jump on here and just kind of, I don't know, talk about random stuff. So, last time I was on YouTube, I believe I told you guys I was pregnant with my son Noah. So Noah is now 3 years old. He turned three on January 17th, 2017. And Alivia, which you guys followed my journey throughout all of Alivia when I had my incompetent cervix and all that. She's 6. She'll be 7 in June. So she's in first grade. So they're both healthy, great, doing great, all of that. Another update. So I believe I gave you guys a tour of the house that we were renting at the time. So after that, in June, July of 2017, the same year that Noah was born, me and their dad split up, and my dad ended up passing all in the same month or two. And my mom lived about 5 minutes from us in a house, so we ended up moving out of the house that we were renting, splitting up. I went to go live with my mom with the kids, and he went wherever he went. And so yeah, I lived with my mom for about from 2017 in the middle, like July, August, until just last year, September, October-ish. So we just moved out, me and the kids. We have our own apartment now. And yeah, so just been, creating our own routine, being on our own. And then also January 2019, just last year, I got a new job. I now work at State Farm at a corporate office here, so I no longer work at the school. So yeah, things have been going good. And another big thing is I actually ended up getting the vertical sleeve surgery March 9th of this year. Like, it hasn't even been a week yet. So I figured I can jump on and kind of update you guys about that too. Yeah, so I started that process. I went to my first appointment January 28th with the gastric sleeve doctor. His name is Dr. Cribbins here in Plano, Texas. He is great. I had my first appointment with him. The only requirements through my insurance, which is Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois, was that I had to have a consultation with him, and him, kind of explaining the exercising and, explaining the surgery, make sure I was understanding everything. The next was that I had to go get a psych evaluation. So you go get the psych eval, talk to the psychologist. They make you take like this 300 true or false question test just to make sure that you're mentally capable of handling the surgery. Once that was done, everything got sent into my insurance, and about a week later, I got my approval. And then we went ahead and did my pre-op testing the beginning of March, end of February. So we had to get like blood work, and I had to get a UGI where you drink like this thick white liquid and they watch it go down, make sure you have no make sure you have like no hernias or anything like that going on. And once those tests come back and look good, then you go ahead and schedule your surgery. So I had it scheduled for March 9th because the same week my mom was off for spring break, because she also works for the school district. So she was able to help me with the kids and stuff. So just kind of going over some stats. My highest weight, which was 2017, was 360. I lost that in 2018, and I got down to 300. And I have just been, since 2018 till now, I have been fluctuating between 280 and 300, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I've lost weight 2 times. I lost weight before I had Alivia. I lost weight before I had Noah, but this time I don't know what it is. I just need help. And I feel like for me, it was going to be a nice tool to have to help me with these diets and help it, become more of a lifestyle change, and just be a good tool for me. So yeah, my starting weight right before surgery was 299, so like 300, and that was on Monday. And as of this morning, Friday, which is March 13th, it was 291. So this week I've lost about 8 pounds or so, just in the first week. So the first 3 days post-op, I had a clear liquid diet, which was I had lots of water. I got some sugar-free Propel, the Crystal Light packets. They said you could have like broth, but I didn't really have any of that. I just wasn't really craving it. Today started my full liquid and my protein, which I was so excited for, to have something else other than water and sugar-free Propel. So this morning I had about 2 ounces of my Premier Protein shake. And then for lunch, I had some cream of chicken soup. So excited about that. And they have like little pieces of chicken, which you're supposed to like blend it up to make it all the same consistency. But I just chewed it up really well. And I handled it pretty well. It started hurting a little bit maybe after 8 or 10 small bites. So I just stopped. And I'm probably going to fill this is my sippy cup, because they say if you get a sippy cup, it helps you learn how to not gulp. It helps you just take in small sips, because you cannot take big gulps, or it would hurt. And it also kind of takes the air out of it before, versus drinking out of a straw or something like that. So I just been like fill it up with like, and it has measurements on the side too. So I'll fill it up to like, can you see that? Not really. There it is. Those little lines in there. So I filled up to like 2 ounces, and drinking like that. So I've been working on this for about an hour. So once this is done, I'll probably put water in here because I haven't had water. But this is actually a protein water. It's 2.0 protein. Trying to get my protein in. Probably not going to hit it today because they want me to hit 65 to 75 milligrams of protein, grams of protein, which I'm probably not going to hit. But I'm drinking more every day. I am out of work. My Cigna for short-term disability approved me to the end of the month. So, I'm feeling good right now. I feel like, I'll be able to go back by the end of the month for sure. With this whole coronavirus thing, my job's already talking about having specific people work from home, and so I might not even be going back to work. I might be working from home. I don't know what's going to happen with this thing. All I know is that I'm staying home and I've been ordering my groceries. So, my daughter's school, she was out for spring break this week, and they've extended it till next week because of the virus. So, my son is in daycare. Daycare hasn't closed. Don't know if I'm going to take him or not since Olivia's out for spring break anyway. So, I don't know what the future holds. We'll take it day by day. Yeah, so that, I think I'm going to start doing like weekly updates, just VSG related, what's going on with my weight, things going on with the kids. Alivia, she is in Girl Scouts. She's also in hip hop. She just finished her soccer season. So she's doing a lot. Noah, I'm thinking about getting them both into swimming for the summer, because I haven't put him in anything yet, but he needs to be because he has all the energy. Let me tell you, boys are just completely opposite than girls, for sure. But yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. Yeah, so me and their dad split up in 2017, almost been 3 years. I'll talk about something a little bit more important, which is my dad passing away, and then I'll get to that. But yeah, so my dad had went in for another surgery. He had like multiple aneurysms. He's had it for, my whole life. He's always been in and out of surgery. Everything's just been like clockwork. He'll find an aneurysm, say, hey, you got to go in and go ahead and fix that up. He'll go in, get it fixed up, stay in the hospital for a day or two, come home. That happened every, 5 or 6 years or so. This time it was the same thing. And for some reason, the surgery went okay. And then afterwards for recovery, his lungs just couldn't handle it. He developed like pneumonia. I think he had fluid in his lungs. I mean, he also had underlying issues like COPD and everything, but his lung doctor had cleared him for the surgery, and he was on life support for about a month and a half. So yeah, it was a very tough time for me, my mom, and everybody, but life goes on, and we've just been trying to make it. My mom actually ended up selling the house this year, and she wanted to downsize, and because I moved out and she had that big house, and so lots of changes. But yeah, as far as their dad is concerned, he has a lot of growing up to do. Still till today, he does. Um, he was never faithful to me the entire time that we were together, and I would give him chances after chances after chances. And we were even engaged at a point in time, like looking for venues. I was trying on wedding dresses and everything. And, even during the time that my dad was in the hospital, he was still, out there doing what he wants to do. So I think with my dad passing, kind of gave me the strength to say, you know what, you don't deserve this, and my kids don't deserve to grow up thinking that this is okay. So called it off, and now we're here. So that was probably the easiest thing, honestly, that I had to do. It was a long time coming, but it's difficult when you have children and you want to make it work for the kids. But in the end, if it's worse off, and you're arguing in front of the kids, it's not going to work. There's other people out there. I am in a relationship now. We've been talking for about 6 months ish or so. So, it's still fresh and new and making that work. And yeah, that's it. So I'll update you guys. So this is kind of like my 1 week. My 1 week is technically on Monday. I'm still 3 days out of it. But so what I'll do is this is technically a 4-day post-op. So my next one, I'll make it my 2-week post-op. Let me look at my calendar. So that will be the 23rd. I might wait till the 24th because that's my next appointment with the doctor. So I can kind of give you guys a little bit more information on all that. But yeah, so I'm kind of happy to be back. Olivia is talking about how she wants to make her YouTube channels because she's obsessed. So I might get her a little camera and let her start making her YouTube channels. Or I might let her do it on my computer like I am. So we'll see. All right, guys. Thanks. See you next time. Bye.